is our ecosystem.
I invite all of you to get involved and enjoy Hinduism by the principle of Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha. When you protect Dharma, Dharma protects you.
We will make the whole planet flourish spiritually. The spiritual prosperity will happen to the whole planet. We all have to coexist together.
Nithyanandam, I welcome all the viewers back after that very quick break. And now let us enter into the next segment where we will be understanding and celebrating with the spontaneous completion celebration of the whole cosmos, Mahaganapati, and see the very different ways that we can participate in the celebration today. Mahaganapati embodies and symbolizes the spontaneous completion celebration. If we can go to the next slide. In this next segment, we're going to be understanding, becoming familiar with the ways that we can participate and the ways that we can be a part of this most grand celebration. And I personally invite each and every one to be a part of this very beautiful, spontaneous celebration in Kailasas across the world. Across the world, in so many thousands of centers in different places, we are going to be having the Ganesha Chaturthi celebration. And each one of us is eagerly awaiting the spiritual and global public address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on Ganesha Chaturthi and his guidance and teachings on this day. So now let's enter into this segment. Mahaganapati is easy to approach. He is Ashutosha. Ashutosha means easily pleased and easy to approach. And Mahaganapati symbolizes worry-free nature, no worries, no sufferings, no pain, nothing. Very happy about himself and very happy about the universe. Very happy about his happening and everything. Mahaganapati is also the god of ultimate wisdom, the compiler of epic Mahabharata. And for those of you who don't know, that is a very, very profound and prolific narration, the most longest epic poem that is known in whole of humankind. And Mahaganapati is the representation, the supreme cosmic vibration represented by the symbol Om. Mahaganapati is the embodiment of the ultimate, Paramashiva, Paramapada, Parandhama, and Parabrahma. And Mahaganapati represents unclutching, unattachment, full spontaneity, and ultimate sacrifice, and finally, enlightenment and cosmic consciousness itself. The uniqueness of Mahaganapati is that he spans the whole range of human sensibilities and comprehension. And when you invoke Mahaganapati, everything becomes auspicious. Mahaganapati is real and available. He is not just a description, but is physically alive and attending to everyone who prays to him. And there's a beautiful verse here. The Shastra Pramana from this, the Ganapati Atharva Shirsham, where it's saying, Om Namaste Ganapataye Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Tattvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi Tvameva Kevalam Dhartasi Tvameva Kevalam Hartasi Sarvam Kalvam Idam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshat Atma Nityam. And this means, oh, salutations to you, O Ganapati. You indeed are visible, Tattvam, underlying. You indeed are the only creator by whose power the universe is created, by whose power the universe is sustained. You indeed are the destroyer, the Harta, by whose power the universe is finally dissolved in its conscious essence. O Ganapati, you indeed are all this, the universe. You verily are the Brahman, giving consciousness to all, O Ganapati. You are the visible Atman, the eternal underlying reality. It's a beautiful verse. Once again, that's the Ganapati Atharvesham. And here is a brief introduction to the birth of Mahaganapati, one of the most profound tales that there is. Devi just puts her muscle memory in the haldi, the turmeric, which is applied on her body, and the mehendi she just pulled out of it with her muscle memory and makes Ganapati and breathes life into it, and the child becomes alive. Because he is made out of only the matter, Adi Shakti, Prakriti, now Sadashiva needs to add the Purusha, the bioenergy, into it. So Paramashiva then tells, all right, go and get any head you find. The first head you see, just get it. And they bring the elephants, and so he fixes that and adds his bioenergy to it. And once the baby is complete, Paramashiva himself breathes life into it. So that's when Ganesha becomes complete. Yes.
Maybe I can tell this story which happened in my life. It's a little mystical, but it is truth. So I'll share with you all. The young age, I used to go to the many satsangs. I was born and brought up in Arunachala. It's one of the very spiritual nerve center in South India. Largest Shiva temple is there. It's a community based on temple based community. There is no industry, there is nothing else. Whole village runs with that one temple as a center. It's like a huge temple complex, and people who serve in the temple, they are all around the city, that's all. That's the way the whole village was developed. And still now, that is the largest building in the town is a temple. Not only in that temple, I can say, not only in that town, I can say at least we have 500,000 towns in India. Still the largest building in the town is the temple. And there are many towns and cities, there is a law, you cannot build taller than the temple tower. They don't let you build any other building which is taller than the temple tower to maintain the sanctity and the respect. Still, the temple is the largest structure and nobody can defeat, because 25-acre built up area in granite. So nobody will need that big house. So every day some satsangs, something will be going on. Those days I used to have small Ganesha with me, and I'll do puja every day to that Ganesha. I'll pour water, put little food in front of Ganesha and wave the lights, wave the camphor. It was really like I was living with him. It was not just doing some little puja or anything. Living with him. Strong feeling connection. See, if you are just doing puja for some other reason, you will never enter into that place again second time. I have seen many people doing puja. Morning they will go into that puja room, dum 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 dum. They will roll with that deity and pour water or whatever needs to be done. Once they come out, they will never even turn that side again. Because it is such a heavy routine on them, dead routine on them, they never do the mistake of entering into that same room again second time. But with me it was like a living with him. Whole day I'll be sitting, fanning him, or doing whatever I can. Anything given to me, I'll bring it and put it in front of him. I was living with him, small boy. I went to one satsang. That teacher, Acharya, who was talking, he was narrating an incident from a saint's life. His name is Nambiyandar Nambi. He was born and brought up in South India. Great saint. His life story that master was describing, it's a very beautiful story, that his father used to worship in one Ganesha temple every day. One day the father fell sick. Then he asked the son, please you go on, do the worship. Then son goes with the food and all the worship articles. He does the sacred bath and does all the things and puts the food in front of Ganesha. And the son thinks really Ganesha will eat every day. He is doing first time. So he thinks Ganesha is supposed to eat. And he is sitting, waiting for Ganesha to eat. Half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, food is there. And this guy started worrying. What happened? Did I do anything wrong? You are not eating. And he started talking. Of course, no response. Then he started telling, if you don't eat, if I go back, my father may fire me. He may shout at me. Please do something. If I have done some mistakes, forgive me. Please eat. Of course, Ganesha is very silent. If they start eating, who will put the food in front of them? Anyhow, he was silent. Then he became very serious. The Nambiyanda
Yes. This was the beautiful story from the life of the avatar himself when Ganesha manifested and ate the very Naivedyam which was offered by the avatar himself. Now we'll be going on into the next segment and the various different offerings that you can make to Ganesha and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism today. Among all of the most precious offerings that are available today is one of the most coveted, the most precious, the most auspicious offerings, and that is the Pratyakshapada Puja, which today we will be celebrating. And here we have some of the Sakshi Pramana of people manifesting Ganesha. When after the initiation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, they are able to literally offer the food and Ganesha accept that food, as you can see the pictures here. We can go on. Next slide, please. We can go on to the next slide. So to start off today on this extremely auspicious day, you can offer one or more of the Naivedyams mentioned below that for Lord Ganesha. One is tamarind rice, second is the modakam, third is appam, and then we have a couple of more Naivedyams that you can offer as well here. The next slide, please. here is another beautiful pramana which shows the benefits of worshipping Mahaganapati. It says, Mahaganapati removes all the obstacles, thoughts, currents of impossibility in our lives and bestows perpetual completion. Mahaganapati frees us from the grave sins and bestows completion. The next slide, please. And more benefits are Mahaganapati removes all the obstacles and bestows all the four virtues of Dharma, the right flow of life, Artha, the prosperity and abundance in wealth, Kama, the fulfillment of desires, and Moksha, and enlightenment and complete completion. Worshipping Mahaganapati bestows complete completion in your relationships with your near and dear ones as well. Lord Mahaganapati removes the powerlessness in the relationship and brings immense trust on each other. Some of the benefits that Mahaganapati bestows are the blessings for the newlywed couples for a long and auspicious married life, and healing conflicts in relationships and healing long-standing disputes as well. And some more benefits here. Mahaganapati clears all the obstacles and removes any blocks which are stopping you from manifesting wealth and abundance in your life. Offering puja and worship to Mahaganapati immediately bestows. And few of the immediate boons that Mahaganapati showers in the aspects of wealth are buying a new home, starting a new business, manifesting a new job, clearing loans, starting a new investment. And some of you might be wondering, God is formless. Why is there a need for rituals? Ramakrishna beautifully says, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, great incarnation of Paramashiva, he says, as long as you think you have a body, you will be able to relate to the cosmic energy only through another body. Only when you lose your body consciousness, you can see the divine also as formless. Till then, you need some reminding through the rituals. We need a physical way of connecting with God. The next slide, please. And a ritual helps someone have a regular habit of doing it. When Swamiji first introduced the Nitya Dhyan meditation, this is about around 2008 or 2009. And there are special rituals which are done in the presence of the avatar in the energy field, the kshetra, which opens up all the possible gates to experience prosperity, success, health, healing, and relationship by tapping the Kundalini energy at its source. Any prayer or ritual done in the superconscious energy field, the kshetra, enhances the benefits of the ritual 1,000-fold. So these rituals that are going to be done, we are offering, is going to be offered in Adi Kailasa Sarvajna Pita, and there's so many innumerable, uncountable benefits of offering any seva in Nithyananda Paramashiva Devalaya to the deities that are consecrated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The first is that any prayer or ritual done in a superconscious energy field, the kshetra, enhances the benefits of ritual 1,000-fold. And Adi Kailasa in Bengaluru in India is a kshetra established by Paramashiva himself in the form of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by invoking and installing various gods and goddesses of Sri Kailasa. And Adi Kailash is the place where Bhagavan Paramashiva revealed the science of enlightenment to his divine consort Parashakti. And in order to commemorate, remember, worship, and revere Devi Parashakti in this form, and Devi Parashakti and Paramashiva in this form, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism consecrated the Nithyanandeshwara and Nithyanandeshwari deities in this temple. And here is the Shastra Pramana, the Atharva Shirsham Falashruti, where it says, the reader becomes equal to Brahma. He attains all the happiness and is released from the 5 great sins. If one reads in evening, one is absolved of all sins committed during the day. If read in the morning, the sins of night are washed away. If read both times, one is totally absolved of all sins. Read anywhere, one is freed from all obstacles. One attains the 4 objectives of Dharma, Karma, Kama, Artha, and Moksha. And one should not, however, teach this to an undeserving student. If done through infatuation, the teacher will become a sinner. Read 1,000 times, one achieves whatever is desired for. And another verse here, the translation says, he who worships with the dhruva grass becomes equal to the Lord of wealth, Kubera. The worshipper who uses rice flakes becomes a man of fame and scholarship. If one uses 1,000 coconut sugar mixed rice balls, obtains whatever he desires. One who uses the ghee and some summit sticks attains everything, everything indeed. And one of the offerings that we are going to be celebrating in Adi Kailasa is the Sahasra Modaka Mahaganapati Homa. Mahaganapati is the Modaka Priya who loves the sweet made with rice balls. The Homa is a fire sacrifice where Mahaganapati in the form of Agni, fire, accepts our offerings. And Sahasra Modaka means that there is fire ritual with 1,000 sweet balls which will be offered to Mahaganapati present as the Agni. And the 10,000 chants of the Ganapati Mula Mantra has to be chanted during this puja, and it'll be enchanted after Mahaganapati is invoked into the fire. And this jupping chanting is done to invoke the cosmic allowance to worship Ganapati in the Agni. And this powerful Homa offered to Mahaganapati will please him greatly, and he will shower on those who offer the seva fulfillment of all desires. This is the final Homa done on the auspicious day of Ganesha Chaturthi, when Ganesha is available and celebrating in the powerful way of the cosmos. Yes, we can go on. Yes, so the Homa is a fire sacrifice where Mahaganapati is invoked. If we can go on to the next slide. Yes. So the Ganapati Dhyanam here is another Shastra Pramana. Sorry, if we can go back. Yes, thank you so much. This is the Ganapati Dhyanam, where the translation says, that sage who meditates on the Lord in the following manner receives the blessings of Ganesha in his life directly in the form as he exists. The Lord holding a tusk, a rope, an instrument, the Ankusha in 3 hands and fourth hand showing the boon, giving posture and having his body smeared with red fragrant paste, wearing a red dress and being worshipped by red flowers, having the mouse as his carrier, a large stomach and long ears, compassionate to his devotees, being the cause of this earth, one not slipping and appearing in person at the beginning of the creation and beyond the primordial nature. Yes. So this is the offering, the Alankara Seva for Mahaganapati. The Utsava Murti of the celebrated manifestation of Mahaganapati is decorated with special flower garlands, clothing and jewelry every day of this 10-day Brahmotsavam. If you've been tuning in, you know this, and we've been offering our worship along when the darshan of the Supreme Content of Hinduism happens every single day during the Brahmotsavam. This deity will also grace upon a unique vahanam or a divine vehicle every day. Offering the Alankara Seva is done to celebrate and offer our gratitude to Mahaganapati, who manifests and takes care of all of our desires and breaks free from our various obstacles that come in our life. And this is a beautiful Shastra Pramana again from the Snapana Vidhi Patala, or the chapter 4, Uttara Kamikagama, where it is talking about longevity, health, and things contemplated by him to achieve. All such benefits are attained by him. All those fruits needed for a perfect life come to him of their own accord. this is the offering of the Snapana Abhishekam for Mahaganapati. And in this verse, we had just seen exactly how the Abhishekam is, the benefits of the Abhishekam. So the Abhishekam is offered of the energized water, is an offering of the energized water from the daily homas and Yagashala Puja that have been offered through the Brahmotsavam into the Mula Vigraha, or onto the Mula Vigraha, which is the source deity of Mahaganapati in Kailasa's Nithyananda Paramashiva Devalaya. So the last 10 days of Brahmotsavam, we've been continuously offering the Homa, and for this puja, we are offering all of that energized water that was energized during the Homa onto Ganesha, the Mula Vigraha of Ganesha in Nithyananda Paramashiva Devalaya. And these pots or kalashas have been energized and worshipped daily in the Brahmotsavam and are the choicest offerings to Mahaganapati on the day of Ganesha Chaturthi. Prior to this, the kalasha offering, various herbal powders will be mixed with the offering, including turmeric and other such powders. And it will be offered to the deity of Mahaganapati, who is literally alive and radiating and consecrated by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Yes, we can go on. Another benefit, once again, where it says, he who this is the Kolu. So he who worships the Durva grass becomes equal to the Lord of Wealth, Kubera. The worshipper who uses rice flakes becomes a man of fame and scholarship if one uses 1,000 coconut sugar, mixed balls, rice balls, and obtains whatever he desires. And one who uses the ghee and summit sticks attains everything indeed. This is from the Ganapati Atharva Shirsham. This is the 13th verse once again. And this is for the offering of the Kolukatte Tulabharam on the occasion of Ganesha Chaturthi, which we are all celebrating right now. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism will be gracing all of us, radiating and sharing the blessings of Mahaganapati. And a unique offering that day is the Kolukatte Tulabharam, which will take place. The Tulabharam is an offering of material donations against the weight of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. It's a very traditional offering. And Tula means scale in Sanskrit. The unique offering of Ganesha Chaturthi is the offering of cooked sweet offerings of Mahaganapati, which is actually called the Kolukatte. A large amount of this sweet traditionally made in the Annalayas will be offered to Swamiji, to Bhagwan, and who is an embodiment of Mahaganapati. The Kolukatte is Mahaganapati's favorite sweet and also a favorite of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. On this day, this very sweet is made and offered to Mahaganapati in all the Hindu households. And this offering is an opportunity to celebrate our beloved Swamiji as the boon-giving, obstacle-removing, and extremely loving embodiment of Mahaganapati Purumburu. Yes. So here you can see all of the offerings, the Ganesh Chaturthi offerings that you can make. The Ashtottara. So these are all of the different homas that are being offered and that have been offered. So we can just go over them very quickly. The Ashtottara Shata Modaka Ganapati Maha Mantra Homa, and all of these various homas, Vishesha Dhanya Ahutika Ganapati Mula Mantra Homa, the Laja Ahutika Ganapati Mula Mantra Homa, Ikshu Ahutika Ganapati Mula Mantra Homa, the Shweta Tila Ahutika Ganapati Mula Mantra Homa, going forward, all of these are the various offerings that we have already done and celebrated thus far. And as we are celebrating, sorry, if we can go back. So on this day, we also have several more things, several more offerings that are being offered on Ganesha Chaturthi. So as you can see, the Alankara Seva for the Archavatar for Swamiji himself is one of the offerings that you can make. The 108 Naivedyam for Mahaganapati, which is another offering that you can also participate and celebrate. And you can also make the Pratyakshapada Puja, which is one of the most coveted offerings as well, and the Kolugote Tulabharam as well. So as you can see, we have several different offerings here. The next slide, please. And these are more of the offerings which will be offered as well. So starting at, this is on the second, yes, and every single day the Mahaganapati Puja and Aarti is offered to the consecrated deity of Mahaganapati, which is installed in Adi Kailasa Sarvagnya Peetham right now and worshipped every single day. And there's also the Satsanga Aarti for Uttava Ganesha. So whenever the darshan of Devi Parashakti or Bhagavan Sundareshwara has happened, the last couple of days we have been witnessing and being a part of these Ganesha Chaturthi celebrations with the Satsang Aarati as well. And as you can see here, we have the celebrations which are ongoing, which right now are happening, which we will be able to participate in as we go forth on this very, very auspicious day, the Ganesha Chaturthi day. So today, the Sahasramodaka Ganapati Homa is being offered, and the Mahapurnahuti and Snapana Abhishekam is also being offered at 9 o'clock at 9 a.m. IST. And we'll also be celebrating with the Pratyakshapada Puja and Maha Arati offered to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, which is not to be missed, which will be happening tonight, Indian Standard Time. So I hope that each and every one of you ensures that you are staying tuned until tonight for the for today's grand celebrations of Ganesha Chaturthi. And I know that across so many thousands of Kailasas, myself being a part of those Kailasas before, I know each and every place, each and every one of us is eagerly awaiting, staying connected, and we're all just vibrating with the festive energy of Ganesha Chaturthi. I know in Kailasas across the world what it must be like, putting the kolam and getting ready, putting the mango leaves for decoration, lighting the lamps for decoration, preparing the naivedyams, and even if you are as well, you might be also preparing the rituals across Kailasas in different places for this day. And if you are offering the Pratyakshapada Puja, in wherever you might be located not near a center and not be able to join us due to various reasons in the various different Kailasas. So you can ensure that you are yes, you can ensure that you are tuning in. And I can see so many different comments and so many of you participating in the celebrations. I'd love to know if you're part of the Kailasas across the world, how you're going to celebrate Ganesha Chaturthi. I invite each and every one of you once again to celebrate with us by making one of these offerings. And it is not too late. Ensure that you are a part in some way or form. One of the best ways is to offer the Pratyakshapada Puja today. So I can see the comments here from Suresh Subramani, Om Ganesha, Om Namo. He's just giving his salutations to Ganesha on this very, very auspicious occasion. Also, Kritananda or Yashodhan Kulkarni Nithyananda, and Ma Ananda Mahapurna, and Prabhakaran and S. Aya, and Meena B. again, who is saying thank you for accepting my request, love you always, and Om, and all of you who are participating right now, celebrating and just voicing out your happiness, your completion, and your celebration in the comments. I can see your comments and I can see that each and every one of you are participating. I'd love to wish each and every one of you a very auspicious Ganesha Chaturthi on this day. And you can also make the offering on the YouTube super chat. You can, yes, we can see here in the slide the link that you need to go to in order to make an offering today. So as you can see at kailasamailer.com/sevas, if you go to this, if you go to this link, you'll be able to see the various different offerings. You can select the offering that you'd like to make, and you'll be able to make a payment. You'll be able to go through the steps. It's a very easy process if for making an offering today, and it's not too late. I'd like to invite each and every one of you as well. If you are joining with us on YouTube, you can always make a donation. You can make any kind of offering. You can even make a $1 Sankalpa offering where your name will be chanted during the Sankalpa. And that offering is just offering your prayer, your humble request to Mahaganapati in order to remove all the obstacles in your life and pave the new life today on this very day, beginning on this day. So you can request the blessings of Mahaganapati on this day through this offering as well, the $1 Sankalpa offering, as well as the e-hundi offering. The e-hundi offering is an offering that you can make to Mahaganapati, and you can offer through the YouTube super chat and also through the link that is listed below, or listed on the screen right now, or in the scroll below. So yes, as you can see, you can make the e-hundi offering in this way. Yes, so as you can see here on the YouTube channel, you can make sure that you are joined as a member of the YouTube channel. So you'll have to go to Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda YouTube channel. As you can see, the official YouTube channel of Kailasa and of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And you'll go ahead and click join, the button join. And once you've clicked that, then you'll go on to the next, you'll go and be able to go into the payment steps. Yes, as you can see here, we have all the various different levels of joining as a member today of a part of the Kailasa's SPH Nithyananda YouTube channel. This is so you can see E-Kailashian bronze level, the E-Kailashian, the silver level, gold, premium, and platinum levels as well. And as you can see, once you've selected the level that you would like to join as a member, then you can pay either through Google Pay, through the credit card or debit card, or through PayPal. So this is, there's actually several different ways that you can offer, and as well, you can use this platform as well to offer through the e-hundi, through the YouTube super chat as well. So you can offer through the YouTube super chat and ensure that you are offering any amount that you'd like to offer today. You can just go to YouTube in the same steps that we had just seen, and you can ensure that you are offering either through the super chat option, or you can go to the links that are in the below. And each and every one of you can make an offering today. And it doesn't need to be a substantial offering. You don't need to feel, oh, I cannot make an offering, or you don't need to feel stuck in any way. You can make an offering, any kind of offering that you feel you'd like to make today, especially on this auspicious day. It just takes one step of an offering that you'd like to make. And any amount, if you'd like to make a general donation, also you can make it to the YouTube Super Chat. The YouTube Super Chat is a very interesting feature of YouTube where you can go to the Super Chat option and you can go ahead and click yes, and you can go ahead and click the $sign button. And once you're there, you can go through a couple of steps in order to make a very quick and easy offering or donation today. On this very auspicious occasion of Ganesha Chaturthi, once again, I am wishing each and every one of you a very auspicious Ganesha Chaturthi day. And I hope each and every one of you are having the most auspicious celebration. Today is the day that you can completely declare completion, spontaneous completion, and you can simply celebrate with the whole cosmos, whatever it might be until now that you might feel you're stuck in, or you might feel that you are just going back and forth and you need some kind of breakthrough. I know that many of you might be feeling that way, especially now, especially in this day and age when we are going into and we're coming close to even concluding our second year of being in this extremely strenuous global climate, whether it's economy-wise or health-wise, global health-wise, or whether it is any part of the government institutions or anything. There's so many different ways that each and every one of us is experiencing so many stressful situations. And you might feel that you're going in circles, you're not able to achieve the breakthrough that you want today. If you are feeling like that, if you're feeling as though you're not able to achieve that breakthrough and you're not able to have that beautiful life that you've always wanted, that you've always felt that you wanted, and you've always dreamt of, and you've always wanted to fulfill in your life, if you're searching for that, today is a day that you can simply declare spontaneous completion. A day when you can just celebrate spontaneously. Ganesha, the Lord Ganesha, is the deity of spontaneous completion. Just because he broke his trust when he was writing the whole Mahabharata, and I'm sure if you have been joining with us for the last couple of hours, as we have been going through this Nithyananda Hindu University course and celebrating the day of Ganesha, Ganesha Chaturthi, you might have heard even the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in his previous discourses having explained the spontaneous completion of Bhagwan Ganesha. How when he was put in a moment with his own guru as he was writing the whole Mahabharata and his own pen had broken, how without even a thought of disturbing his guru, or without even a thought of going and coming and missing the sacred words of his guru, he simply broke his own tusk and continued writing the whole Mahabharata. And because of his spontaneous decision on this very day of, sorry, not on this day, but because of his spontaneous decision thousands of years back, today we are each and every one of us able to celebrate the Purana Mahabharata, and we are each and every one of us continuing to celebrate the great spiritual teachings only because of the sacrifice, tyaga, and spontaneous completion, spontaneous decision of Mahaganapati. And this is the day that you can as well declare spontaneous completion. You can declare that you want to have that supreme spiritual state as well, and make an offering today. And I invite each and every one of you to make the offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. This offering is your opportunity to have the most graceful, the most divine intervention in your life, if you're searching that. In fact, there's a beautiful verse from the Guru Padaka Stotra that is sung and composed by Sri Adi Shankaracharya, one of the most greatest incarnations of Paramashiva. He tells us, he says, and he sings that the Guru Padaka is the very boat which helps us sail through the Ananta Samsara Samudra, meaning the endless ocean of suffering and Maya. If you feel that right now you're in that situation, the endless ocean of sufferings, and in every direction you look, you don't know what to do, you don't know why you are going through what you're going through, and you don't see an end in sight. Perhaps you yourself feel that you're stranded in the middle of the ocean. But understand, just the Guru Padukas can be that very life-saving boat that helps you, pulls you through, and saves your life in this time, during this cosmic deluge. Just yesterday night, Bhagwan Sundareshwara had revealed to each and every one of us again that the pralaya is not over. What each and every one of us is going through, the pralaya is not over. And excuse me. And not only that, but that every single one of us will, every single one of us is going through that pralaya in some way or form. This pralaya is not over, and beyond the capability of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself to explain to us this pralaya is happening. And even if we might not be able to understand at this time, it is now that we have to hold on and pray to the Guru, no matter what. And on this auspicious day of Ganesha Chaturthi, you can connect to Ganesha just through the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, just through the blessings of the very incarnation, the Nijavatara, who is helping each and every one of us connect to Ganesha and removing all of our obstacles. You can worship the aspect of Ganesha, who is Guru, through the Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. Tonight, we'll be having the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, and I invite each and every one of you also, even if you cannot make any of the offerings, if you're not able to, you've tried your best, please ensure that you are also staying connected by liking, subscribing on all the social media platforms, so that you can be able to witness the darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism happening in just a few minutes, and also ensure that you are staying connected, so that as we are going throughout the day and the live streams are happening from Adi Kailasa Sarvajnapeetham, as well as Maha Kailasa, as well as from the direct darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, you can ensure that you are staying connected, you have the notifications, and you don't miss an event happening with us, and you're able to stay connected and celebrate with us on this very auspicious day of Ganesha Chaturthi. So as you can see here, we have a calendar of offerings. And these are some of the offerings that have already been offered, as well as what is in store for us, what many of us are going to be witnessing and celebrating on NTV, as well as in Adi Kailasa Sarvajnapeetham. So as you can see, starting from the 1st of September, we've been continuously celebrating the Ganesh Chaturthi Brahmotsavam and with all the sevas. So we've had homas being offered every single day, as well as the Alankara Seva. The next slide, please. And today on the 10th, we are also celebrating with the Vishesha Dravya Mahaganapati Homa, as well as the Sahasra Modaka Mahaganapati Homa on Ganesh Chaturthi. And then as well, we're going to be having the Snapani Vishekam. So all of this is happening this morning, and it is a very, very auspicious occasion. And I invite once again each and every one of you to stay tuned to this live stream in order for you to be able to celebrate with us wherever you are. I understand perhaps some of you are not able to join with us, but you can stay tuned for the celebrations throughout the day. Now it has come time, so let us sit with our head, neck, and spine in a straight line, and we'll be entering into a brief meditation before we will be having the darshan of Paramashivoham himself. So sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Inhale and exhale. Close your eyes and chant deeply the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.